ॐ गणानां त्वा गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत न शृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सीदसादनम् ॐ श्री महागणपतये नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं भद्रकाल्यै नमो नमः। वेदवेदान्तवेदाङ्ग विद्यास्थानेभ्यः च ॐ नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्धज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशान्ताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। यो गुरुः स शिवः प्रोक्तः यः शिवः स गुरुः स्मृतः विकल्पं यस्तु कुर्वीत स नरो गुरुतल्पगः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः। अचतुर्वदनो ब्रह्मा द्विबाहुरपरो हरिः अभाललोचनः शम्भुः भगवान् बादरायणः। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। ॐ शन्नो मित्रशं वरुणः शन्नो भवत्वर्यमा शन्न इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुरुक्रमः। नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वामेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्म वदिष्यामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्वक्तारमवतु अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। We will start the second Valli of Taittiriya Upanishad. As we had seen the requirement of the Upanishad, meaning of the word Upanishad, how Upanishad is the Praman, and how much important and urgent it is to understand the teaching of the Upanishad. So second Valli is also called Brahma Valli and Ananda Valli and Brahmananda Valli. There are three names for the second Valli. Brahma Valli because the description is about the Brahman, and on the three chapters this is the most important chapter. Ananda Valli, Anand means joy. So how the person experiences the joy. And third is Brahmananda Valli. So Brahmananda word is more important, more popular than Ananda Valli. So Brahmananda Valli. Like first Valli was called Siksha Valli. And third Valli will be called Bhrigu Valli. Because the first word of that Upanishad was Siksham Vyaakhyasyamaha. And the first word of the second Valli, third Valli was Bhrigur Vaivarunihi. So here also the first word in this particular Valli, Om Brahma Vidapnoti Param. So sometimes the Upanishads are named from the first word, like Ishavasyam Idagam Sarvam, like Kenopnishad, Kenishitam Patati Preshitam Mana. Not necessary, but sometimes. So this Valli is called Brahma Valli or Anand Valli or Brahmananda Valli. Very, very important portion is there, and you have to be very clear on this second Valli. So if anybody says, I don't have time for three Vallis, what can I do? The second Valli has to be read if you don't have time for first and third Valli. But the first Valli is the preparatory Valli. Chitta Shuddhi, Chitta Ekagrata and Chitta Vishalta. Purification of mind, expansion of mind, and concentration of mind. There are three results that accrue from the Upasanas mentioned in the first Valli. If you have heard, I would have mentioned about the Upasana and the Karma Yoga. So there is a I will not summarize it, time is less. So that is there is a beautiful flow of thought and the Upasana in the first Valli. You have to go through it before you conclude about that. And then in the second Valli there is no description about any karma and upasana. It is a pure Brahman description is there. So I'll come to it, but I had not touched about the shanti part. So Shanno Mitra Shamvaruna Shanti part, I don't know you had heard or not in the first Valli. Had? The first Valli you had heard Shanno Mitra Shamvaruna Ityadi. So that Shanti part I won't take. But in this Valli there is Om Sahna Bhavatu. This is the addition there. So there are three versions. Generally one Upanishad will have only one Shanti part. If the Yajurveda Upanishad is there, so it will have Shanti part of Om Sahna Bhavatu. But three Vallis have, there is a little variation in the Shanti part. So Shanti part number 1, like Shanno Mitra Shamvaruna plus Sahna Bhavatu. And at the end, if you see the first Valli, the Shanti part, there is a little variation. So what is the variation? You can see Shanti part number 2 and Sahna Bhavatu. This is the second version. And third version is only Sahna Bhavatu is there. There are three versions of the Shanti part. So Shanti part number 1 plus Sahna Bhavatu, Shanti part number 2 plus Sahna Bhavatu, and only Sahna Bhavatu. Tvamev pratyaksham brahmasi. Here it is Tvamev pratyaksham brahma vadishyami. Ritam vadishyami. So there is a difference there in the first Shanti part and the second Shanti part. You have to check it, you have to see that. In the first till Namaste Vayu it is going on same. Tvamev pratyaksham brahmasi, it is also same. So, Tvameva pratyaksham brahma vadishyami, ritam vadishyami, satyam vadishyami, tanmam avatu, tad vaktaram avatu, avatu mam, avaktu vaktaram. So, in this particular, there is some Uddat and Uddat differences also there that I will indicate it later on. See, if you have Bhashya, you open page number 61, you see. See, it is written there in the 61 page, not in the book, in this book, not in that Gurudev's book. So it is written karma nimittatvad vidyayaha yatnantar anarthakyamiti chet karmabhya eva purv upachit duritak प्रतिबंधक क्षयादेव विद्या उत्पत्त्यते चेत कर्मेभ्यः पृथक उपनिषद श्रवणादि यत्नानर्थकः इति चेत. Just by purification of the mind, the knowledge won't take place. Knowledge needs श्रवणम. नहीं प्रतिबंधक क्षयाद एव विद्या उत्पद्यते. Obstacles are removed. It is not going to bring the knowledge. It will facilitate the coming of the knowledge. न तो ईश्वर प्रसाद तप तपोध्यानादि अनुष्ठानादिति नियम अस्ति. देखो, ahimsa brahmacharyadinam cha vidyam pratyupkaratvat sakshad evcha karanatvat shavana manana nididhyasana nam. So, we need the knowledge after first Valli. Student is saying, when first Valli already I have done sufficient upasana and sufficient selfless actions, so I think knowledge will take place. So he is saying no knowledge takes place just because you are prepared. Knowledge will always need somebody to tell about that, then only it will come. It will not come just because your mind is pure. In short. And therefore, we need to hear and listen the second Upanishad, second Valli. In this second Valli, before I go into the second Valli, there is a shanti part, very popular, which we chant every day, Om Sahana Bhavatu. You know, the biggest need of our life is prayer. Prayer is not asking just. Prayer is not a beggary, Gurudev used to say. Prayer is recognizing that there are at least 5 lacuna or 5 things missing in my life. There are pratibandh in my sadhana. Pratibandh means obstacles. One pratibandh is called prarabdha pratibandh. Obstacle because of my prarabdha. Second pratibandh is obstacle because of my action. Karma pratibandh. Third pratibandh or third obstacle is pratibandh because of our mind. Fourth pratibandh is mind, means mind and intellect both. Fourth pratibandh is pratibandh because of my ahankara. And fifth obstacle is pratibandh because of my vasanas. So because of the 5 pratibandh, I'll repeat it all, I will repeat. First is prarabdha pratibandh. There are certain obstacles that do not allow my easy flow of knowledge in my life. I have to do something or I have to do to meet the ends. So there is attention seeking prarabdha in my. Some areas I have to give lot of attention, some people have to give lot of attention. Where if this prarabdha was not there, I could have invested my time more in this Brahma Vidya. Maybe I am not allowed certain portion, maybe I don't have a quieter environment, maybe my health doesn't allow, maybe my financial conditions don't allow, maybe my family members don't allow. So something is there that holds my knowledge for a long time. I need the obstacle-less situation. Nobody should stop me, number one. And another point is I need the company of the great teacher. Then that teacher also should not get ill, so that I should have the company and I should have the ability to understand. So for a long time listening to Vedanta in an unobstructed environment, that is the requirement of the prarabdha. But because of my dosh or the fault of my destiny, I did not get either a teacher, either long association of the teacher, or the teacher whom I got did not click with me, or my health issues were there, all I had to give attention to my family members, or I had other matters. So this prarabdha dosh does not allow the easy flow of knowledge for a long time from a competent acharya. And this is the very important obstacle to be removed. If it is cold, please tell, we will put off the aircon. Is it cold? No? If it is cold, please tell, we'll make it hot. And if it is okay, then never mind. So this is the first obstacle that every seeker has to clear out. Grossest kind of obstacle. And you will realize this, that many things which I knew later on, I should have known it earlier. Or if these people were not opposing or stopping me, I could have learned more. I am fighting, I'm running or I'm fighting with my hands tied. So this is the first obstacle a seeker, because he wants to give the total attention, he wants to give his full mind, but he is not able to concentrate for a long time. Second pratibandh is karma pratibandh, because there are certain action that come to you to do. Because you thought of certain action, therefore certain actions come towards you and you have to fulfill those karma, whether you like or you don't like. And every action demands its own quota of effort, time, space, and it involves you. Action's very nature is to suck you. It involves you quite a bit. It's not that this action I did and it is over. From one action, another few actions come out. From one action, 4 action. From 4 action, 10 action. This goes on and on and on. And when I do the action, I create more vasanas, more dislikes, more likes, and that adds to my own problem later on. So action is not very good friend if we don't have sufficient grace of God. This is called karma pratibandh. Prarabdha pratibandh, karma pratibandh. Some people have to earn money, some people have to live with somebody, people have to take care of their father, mother. You don't know what a person's situation may be, although he may like to do. Third pratibandh is called manas or buddhi pratibandh, and this is a very serious pratibandh. I will call it swabhav pratibandh. That my mind has kam, krodh, irsha, dvesh. These are the problems in my mind. So to satisfy it or to fight with it, whole life goes away. Mind is a difficult nut to crack. It may have some kind of, inhibition. It can have certain kind of expectation. It can have certain kind of repulsion or dislike, or it may have likes for somebody. There are many permutation combination that may happen. That doesn't allow Brahma Vidya to take place in the mind, because my mind already had been occupied by petty issues. I remember that sometime Vedanta course happens. And during the course only, not the course is getting over, during the course only somebody goes to marry. I said, at least complete the course. At least 2.5 years you complete, after that you can marry. But during the course only he left. And he married somebody who was also in the course to make the matter more worst and spicy. So that pratibandh is there. Or I don't like that person. Now whole mind is now, you are thinking a lot about that. Supposing somebody, I got angry on somebody, so you are searching something to hit. So he saw one wood was there, wood. But that wood was burning. So he picked up a burning wood and threw. But in that case he burned his own hand. And that wood didn't hit that other person, he ran away. So sometimes when you dislike, you are hitting somebody with your burning mind, but it's not hitting the other person. So the manas swabhav pratibandh, the sukshma buddhi, the shuddha man, is very, very difficult to have that. One person was there and he was doing sadhana near Rishikesh. This is a true thing. Now what happened? One buffalo came and hit from behind. So this person fell on the Ganges because the buffalo hit. I don't know why buffalo hit. Now this person, this seeker, he got so angry. He said nobody should drink buffalo milk. Now other pandits started quoting him, see that the Shastra says one should have buffalo milk for havan ityadi. He didn't know Sanskrit so that he could oppose them. Then he went to Varanasi to learn Sanskrit. But his learning of the Sanskrit was to give an answer why buffalo milk should not be used. So whole thing got distracted, you get very much distracted. This is called manas pratibandh. Fourth pratibandh, this pratibandh came in Jad Bharat's life. So you just don't know how the things will be spoiled by the mind. And it is like you are running away from, quagmire, and more you try to run away, more you sink inside. Because you live with people. Anywhere you go, you will have to live with certain person. Because you have vasanas, you are not fit to live alone. So when you start living with people, it may be likes with somebody, dislike with somebody. Jealousy may come because somebody may be better than you. Why? Maybe they are better than you. Maybe somebody is inferior than me, then I have ahankar, seeing them, see I am better than him. So these things crop up and they don't allow the seeker to move forward. Then the ahankar pratibandh is also one of the serious pratibandh which Yajnavalkya ji had. Therefore Taittiriya Upanishad has Krishna Yajurveda and Shukla Yajurveda is there. If you had known the story, Yajnavalkya, I'm summarizing, it's a very long story. Yajnavalkya was a most brilliant student of Vaishampayan. And to that brilliant student, that one but is very good, so he starts seeing everybody and he feels everybody is very inferior. So he developed a sense of tiraskar for others. Tiraskar means negligence and low buddhi. So his guru, although his prarabdha was good, although his karma was not binding, and he knew all Yajurveda by heart. But ultimately, when this happened, so his guru said, you please vomit all the knowledge what you have. Then he took the form of a Taittiriya bird. This bird is there. And he vomited the knowledge. And then other students picked it also as a bird. Therefore, this is also called Taittiriya Upanishad. A knowledge, that means it has not gone one with him, therefore he had to vomit. If knowledge has sunk into him, you cannot vomit the digested food. You can vomit something which is not digested. So ahankar doesn't allow digestion of the Brahma Vidya. It is only at superficial level where you can talk a lot, where you have a deep desire to express. I have known people who say, I want to give lot of talks. So, a person wants to show or express. If it has digested, then it doesn't need expression. I see the expression of the Upanishad. So, he was ousted from the ashram. Then he did austerity of Lord's son. And Bhagwan, Surya gave him the Yajurveda. And then he absorbed it totally. And then the Shukla Yajurveda came and Krishna Yajurveda. Not too much of difference is there between two Yajurvedas. So when ahankar is there, ahankar, because ahankar is very good friend of intellect. Because you can know a lot, you can know a lot, you can understand very fast, you are a quick picker, you pick the subject very well, your notes are very good, maybe your writing is very good, maybe you are very thorough, perfect in your presentation, you put everything very systematically. Because intelligent person is very systematic when he puts the ideas. He is very punctual, regular. His thinking is linear, it goes very thorough. So slowly a person develops the sense of separateness and demand from other. So sometimes after listening to Vedanta, we become more demanding than we were before listening to Vedanta. The fragrance goes away sometimes. So that also becomes a pratibandh. Just now, as I said, Yagyavalkya Rishi has had that. This is a very big problem. Now, the very purpose of the Vedanta was to dissolve this culprit. At the one time you are thinking I am infinite, and other time I am supporting my finiteness. I want me to be recognized, that means I am better, this thought is there. So I am finitely very good, and because the ahankar's nature is to not accept others. The very nature of the ego is non-acceptance. It cuts. Therefore, kans comes from kasi himsayam. It cuts somebody. Everywhere it cuts this person, cuts that person, he is like that, she is like that, he is going ahead, I am going behind. And therefore a person becomes complicated. So aham brahmasmi vritti will not be sinking into him, because aham parichinna is very strongly held. I am a very good doer, I am a very good speaker, I am a very good in chanting, I am very good in writing, I am very good in understanding. You don't know what thought may come to me. Or I get up very early in the morning. I never miss my morning jap. Or I am vegetarian. Whatever is there. So I told one person in South Africa, I said, how are you? He said, I am vegetarian. He said, what is this introduction? You are vegetarian, is your introduction. So cow and goats are also vegetarian. What great about being vegetarian? Hitler was also vegetarian. So this pratibandh is very, very difficult to draw out. Swami Abhedananda used to say beautifully, and one saint told me, he said, if you want to get speaker, I can get 100 good speakers in 15 minutes in Vrindavan, who talk on Upanishad and Vedanta and Gita also. To get to one saint will be difficult for me to get. I have to search for a few hours a day. To never become a speaker. You do speaking for your sadhana, that's the only thing. That is my vang, my puja. To educate my own mind, to get out of my own lethargy. Because when you have to give a talk, you have to think a lot, you have to read a lot, you cannot afford to be very, sluggish. Therefore Gurudev said, you do loud reflection. But I don't have to tell anything to anybody, neither I have to improve anybody. I'll change the whole people. You change yourself. I'll change everybody. I'll bring a revolution. I'll create a lot of Vedantins in this world. You first change. And because you get listeners, because people will praise you, because they will do namaskar to you, because they will take care of you, So you developed a silent ahankar. And that is more dangerous than not reading Vedanta. It was better if I had not read it, because it has backfired upon me. Anyway, so this is the fourth pratibandh was there. Fifth pratibandh is there. That is Vasana pratibandh is there. We are born with lot of Vasana, means sense of joy in various areas. Sense of joy in food, sense of joy in man, in women, in fame, in what is it called, putting on good dress. Sense of joy is in going out on the flight and going for the foreign country. Sense of joy is in having a good, luxurious, palatial house. Sense of joy is in sightseeing. So many places are there that makes our mind priorityless. My priority is not one. So where priority is not one, you are not focused. Many vasanas means unfocused, multifocal mind. Multifocal glasses are okay, but not the mind. Because you don't head anywhere, you don't reach anywhere. Multifocal mind is there. So that means the dispassion is lacking in this. The rag is on many folds. So you cannot give yourself on any subject for a long time. Therefore people come in the camp and they go away. 7 days to afford is difficult. We had a camp in Kolhapur. Some couldn't stay for 10 days together. They left after 7 days, some left after... Not that they didn't like the subject, but somebody's son is coming, somebody's job is there, somebody's, house, a marriage is there, somebody's husband is going for America. So they cannot give their self for 10 days what they can give for one life. Because many vasanas need satisfaction. So don't give the name duty. Your duty is ugly actually. Because duty completes after performing. You are 60, still you are in duty. Sharam nahi aati. What is your attachment? You are giving a name duty. Forget about it. Let the people die of the house. You go and take sannyas. Or at least go and do the camp, attend the camp. They are child is 40, girl is 40, 30. What you are doing whole life? They are 30-year-old, 40-year-old, 45-year-old. You have made yourself a crutch for them. No need to involve. Let them do, rob, beg, do anything. Your time is over. There should be something, I complete it. So when a person comes on this path and he likes the moksha purusharth, these big five boundary walls he has to cross. Imagine the difficulty here. Prayer will not be for something which is easily accessible. I am praying to get the food. No, I know I will get surely. I am not praying today to get the food. I may pray before the food for thanks. But I am not praying I will get the food. May I be able to walk too? No, I know I can walk. I did not pray to walk. But if supposing I am meditating, I know my meditation will not be okay. Then I will pray. You pray in the area where you put your effort and you consistently got defeated. 100 times, 1,000 times when you are sometime unsuccessful in something and you realize your powerlessness and then you feel I need more external help to get out of my helplessness. And I always say, please note, very, very wise living is where you seek help from a right source. From a right source, you know how to seek help. The way through seek the help and get out of my helplessness, this is the channel of prayer that you need. There is somebody who can help me in 5 areas.
5 areas cannot be dealt by yourself, because some kind of prarabdha pratibandh will always come. Karma pratibandh will come. Swabhav pratibandh will come. Ahankar pratibandh will come. These will definitely come in the seeker's life. Muli, I have all in plenty. But I don't pray too much. So it won't work, it won't click. It won't make lot of difference, and years will pass away, decades will pass away, and the one life will pass away. Because the quantity and quality of prayer was not there. As much is the obstacle, and I will try my best, but they are so deep-rooted, these 5 areas, it is difficult. It is not leaving a tea. Leaving a tea is very easy. I have left rice. I have left tea. I have left, gram dal. That is all easy. But you can't say I have left ego. It is very deep-rooted conviction. My prarabdha is not like that. Or this prarabdha is over. That will stand like a block. It won't allow you to progress. It won't make the matters become easier as you grow. I hope you are understanding. So importance of, therefore if you mantra pushpam you see, initially there are 10 shanti mantras are there. There is one page called shanti mantra. Very beginning only. And you can chant if you want, at least you chant one prayer every day. Therefore, a lot of time was spent in our Shastra for invocation of the God. Mangalacharan was there. You don't think this is just a redundant thing. I was in Singapore, so Bhagavad Sapta was there. Somebody said, Swamiji takes 10 minutes in praying and this invocation, why can't he start fast? Because they don't understand that there are so many obstacles are there. Therefore, no text you will find that starts without sufficient invoking the grace of the God. Text won't complete. And please note one or 2 points, because here is Ishwar's power I am invoking, Ishwar Shakti I am invoking. You have to be in good terms with the Ishwar to make him a listener. Supposing, you are unhappy with me, and I say I want to talk to you. Please listen to me. You say I'm not going to listen to you for a long time. When you are unhappy with somebody, you don't want to give lot of listening to him. Forget about following. And therefore, supposing in my behavior there is some kind of thing which is against the dharma, so our prayer will be null and void, because it is unheard prayer. Ishwar will not hear that prayer. And therefore, to create a listening God is more important before you start praying. So first you create a listener's God. Listener's God, when somebody does something for you, and somebody has, supposing, loved you, or then he says, I want to tell something to you. So you're more eager to listen from that person who has done something, rather than who has antagonized you by some actions of you. So if my vyavhar was not okay, prayer will be less effective. Efficacy of the prayer will be affected. Therefore, saint's prayer and worldly person's prayer is very different. Worldly person may keep on praying, but he will not cut the ice. But the saint, if he prays once, it will happen because God already is in favor of him. You are invoking something, some power from the Ishwar. Therefore, listener God is created by dharmic jivan, takes you to listener God, and listener God converts into Dravit Ishwar. So Prasanna Ishwar, Shrota Ishwar, Dravit Ishwar and Data Ishwar. There are 4 stages of Ishwar in praying. By dharma, you create Prasanna Ishwar. Then he becomes Shrota Ishwar. When you constantly keep on chanting and praying, then he becomes, third step is there, Dravit Ishwar, and then Data Ishwar. In 5 areas, I want you should clear my obstacles. It is called Adrisht. Because when you are doing any work, lot of unseen variables are there and seen variables are there. Seen and unseen, both variables are there. To deal with seen variable itself is difficult. What to say of unseen variable? Some things, I know this is done, but we are not able to do it. I know this car is, coming, but still sometime I hit left and right. And there are more unseen variable than seen variable when you walk. Dasharathji did not know that Kekai is in this mood. That was the unseen thing came up from somewhere. You don't know what will happen from which area, what will come, who will do, what disease will come, what health will come, what will go wrong, or which person will come to say something to me, who will spoil my mood. I just don't know. You are surrounded by hundreds of unseen fruits of action that are around you. So unseen and invisible variables are dealt by the invisible prayers. They are diluted. Similarly, when karma is there, so karma pratibandh is there, some action comes to you. So I pray that my action be surrendered so that I can get out of the action. After performing the action, my action should be over. Dhyan deke sunna. After performing duty, duty is over. After performing vasana, vasana is more. So I want to get out of that action. I want to be free from sankalp. Third is my swabhav dosh is there. I pray for that. My swabhav should be having nishkamta, nirahankarta, nirlopta. So this also you come in the mind as he came in the mind of Dhruji. Let me tell you, Dhruji Bhagwan did not give only the kingdom. Dhruji's vasana of ruling was taken away. Dhruji got over the vasana that I should also have a place in the lap of my father. And he was able to grow over it and leave that. He appeared as very small. Vedanta Swami, who did Gayatri Mantra Upasana, he wanted a lot of money. And he did the Mantra Upasana. When Gayatri Devi came and he said, how much money you want? He said, no, I don't want. I want that money which doesn't diminish. And that will give me the moksha. Devi said, it is Brahma Vidya only. Then he said, I want that only. He said, but you wanted that? Only now I don't want. So grace of the God is there that he takes away your kam, krodh, irsha, dvesh. And nobody will say that, I don't know. And you cannot change your swabhav by your willpower. I tell you, willpower, you can leave something external. I am going to observe fast. I am going to walk today 2 kilometers. Where the physical things are required, there will be active. When it comes to emotional problems, you cannot say, I will have no anger today. That anger is not dealt by willpower. You will not express your anger at the most. That you can hold by willpower. That if my anger comes, I will not shout today. I will not break any crockeries today. I will not abuse today. But you will abuse in your mind. Other thing is there. That will come only when you have conquered your calm, desire. And desire conquering will need Ishwar Anugraha. Similarly with Ahankar. When you start living, when you are in the world and everybody has Ahankar, in the office you need to assert yourself. So there you feel, I need to assert myself. I need to put this point. I want a higher place in the office. So there you can justify and everybody has his own ahankar. But on the spiritual path, when you say, every text will keep on attacking my ahankar only, whole day and night. So I feel so bad. I feel I have lost everything because of this ahankar. I want to assert myself. I want to see myself bigger in somebody's eyes. I want to go ahead of somebody. I cannot tolerate my negligence. Because the very agenda is different here. Agenda is not earth and calm. Agenda is merging myself with the infinite. Agenda is making the God biggest in my life. Agenda is melting the heart. So if I have ahankar, my heart won't melt. You will never have a good puja because your heart doesn't melt. You will never have a good jap. You will finish it mechanically. You will never be able to serve father, mother, guru because your heart doesn't melt. Ahankar doesn't allow my heart to melt. It doesn't please the God. If somebody says to me, then my heart will melt. Why he said love? I'm not that. Then I'm very emotionally, I'm very, today I'm very angry and I cried. Just because I cried doesn't mean I'm not ahankari. Ahankari person also cries because his ahankara has been hurt. If he hurts somebody, he won't cry. But because I am hurt, therefore I am crying today. So ahankar keeps you totally engaged with something. You have a desire, I'll show myself who am I. It wants to show itself. It cuts somebody. It doesn't appreciate somebody a lot, especially contemporaries. He will appreciate somebody who is not in their area. He will appreciate somebody who is out of that area. But in his own field, he will never appreciate very easily. He is very non-appreciative. Therefore, God is not appreciated very well. And last is with the motle of vasanas. Motle means varieties of vasanas. So you are having a very Vyabhichari buddhi is there. Vyabhichari buddhi. Many options, many goals, many means are there. One of this is. So anything, when you don't take wholeheartedly, even in the world it doesn't work. Forget about the spiritual path, where the goal is too big. You learn music. Somebody said, I'm learning music. I said, how? Once in a week I go for the music class. I said, you will never be a good musician. But you are discouraging me first, only I started. I said, unless you make it whole time, you can never be a good musician. Once in a week I go for that dance class. Once in a week I go for piano class. That is just for time pass actually. It's a time pass. So once in a week I go for a study group. It's a time pass. You will never be good seeker and good Vedanti or good Bhakt. Once in a week I go for Guru Seva. This is just a time pass. You will never be, unless you give whole of yourself, the result won't come, excellent result won't come. You will be mediocre or even below mediocre. I hope you're understanding. I need the help because I have less time in my life available. I have 20 years, 25 years. I have 15 years. And I have so many blockages to clear. Therefore, I need to pray to the God. And prayer is the only thing where free will is happily involved. I can really pray a lot. Please get my point. You cannot walk a lot. You cannot chant a lot. Whole day you cannot chant. Your mouth will be tired. Whole day you cannot run. Whole day you cannot write. The free will is obstructed. But when you pray, you can pray a lot. For a long time. Intensely you can pray. And you can pray for something for which you want a lot. Then only you pray. If your desire is more, then only you pray. And you have faith in the God that God can fulfill, then only you will pray. I cannot do, I tried a lot, I want a lot, but God, you can do it. Therefore I can pray. If Dhruji had not wanted a higher position, he wouldn't have gone for tapasya. I hope this is the Prarthana mantra. This is for Mumukshu. So this Om Sahnabhavat is very good prayer for the study, people who are going for Vedantic studies. Let us now see. I'll take in a different order. So first point is prayatna. Saviryam karvavai. Bole Om Sahnabhavat, wait, it will come, wait. So let us both put together effort, purusharth. Purusharth is there. It is not a fatalistic vision that what is will happen, will happen. No, I will put effort. I will sit for meditation. I will do jap. I will listen a lot. I'll observe my mind. I'll fast if I make a mistake. I'll do some auto-suggestion. Whom I hate, I'll mentally prostrate to him every night before I go to sleep. Before I go to sleep, because I'm mentally in front of me, I cannot do prostration. So people are thinking I'm mad, and he will also think that he has accepted his mistake. He will take me for granted. So actually before sleeping at every night, I will mentally bow down. Or in my puja room, I will have one flower dedicated to him. Only I already have less flower. One more flower has gone. I should have one stick dedicated to him to beat him. So one is Purusharth. So first step is, because Purusharth alone becomes my prarabdha. May I put lot of effort. Lukewarm approach should not be there. People have a lukewarm approach in Vedanta. Casual approach. Chalega attitude. ठीक है attitude. कभी करते हैं, कभी नहीं करते. Sometime I continue, sometime I don't continue. Sometime I get up early, sometime I don't get up early. Sometime I am kami, sometime I am nishkam. This sometime will not work. This is a lukewarm approach, won't work. Better you go and enjoy thoroughly. Better you go, at least be one side of the fence. Heavily enjoy, at least you will have guilt after 40 years, 30 years, and then you will come back. You are not just doing justice with anything actually. Neither you are doing justice with your father, mother, neither husband, wife, neither teacher, neither shastra, neither guru. So you are everywhere 20, 21, 1% you have given. So you will not reach anywhere at the end of the day. At least be wholehearted somewhere. Somewhere give yourself, you will have a consolation, at least I did something honestly. So saviryam karva vahi. This is effort. Second thing this Upanishad wants is medha shakti, grasping and retention power. Tejasvinavadhitamastu. Whatever I have heard, let it become brilliant. Let it be available knowledge. Pustakastha tuya vidya parhastagatam dhanam karya kale samutpanne nasa vidya na taddanam. That knowledge which is in the books and that wealth which is within somebody else, when I require, neither I have that knowledge, neither I have that wealth. I am not able to retain anything. So Tejasvi Navadhit, let this knowledge be fresh and new. Not that I forgot everything. We are very good in forgetting actually. Forgetfulness is a very big disease. Therefore Medha Sukh chanting is there. And a lot of prayers are done for retention of my knowledge, because you need to bring it back in your surface mind. And therefore Tejasvinavadhitamastu. Third thing is healthy relationship between teacher and disciple. Mavid Vishavai. Because when you start living with somebody, it is possible that when you are reading the Upanishads, lot of faults may be pointed out to me by the teacher. And because of my ahankar is there, my ego is there, I cannot take the faults that you are pointing. I may have fault. but don't point out to me. So slowly the student thinks that this teacher only all the time is pointing my fault only, as if I am wrong all the time. So that should not be the attitude of the student. And teacher also should not think that this student has not accepted me. So non-acceptance from each other should not be there, because you have to study for a long time. Even to study 10 Upanishads with the Shankar Bhashya properly, it will take years together. Brahma Sutra, years together. Years together, not 1, 2, 3 years. It can take 5 years, 7 years. So where long-term relations are involved with somebody, you need the grace of God so that our relations are greased with love and we can be very happy with each other. And when you love somewhere, love is the biggest facilitator of communication. Where love is there, where communication is very good. Where love is less, there every 1, 2 words may create a wrong communication and misapprehension. So the student will try to run away from the ashram, or teacher will try to run away from the ashram. So that should not be there. That will obstruct my studies. That will not allow me to know this. I'll change the teacher. Another problem will be there. If you keep on switching the teachers, if you don't have roots somewhere, Gurudev, one politician came in his body to meet Gurudev, and that politician used to change the parties very fast. And Gurudev said, if the plant keep on changing the pot every now and then, how will it gain roots in any pot? So to gain root in teacher's mind and to get root in student's mind, it takes long time and effort. If you keep on changing the teachers and keep on changing ashrams, and like grasshopper, you are ashram hopper, so you will belong to no place and nowhere, actually. And you will, at the end of the life, nobody will have sympathy because they will know that he will leave. So to have a healthy relation for a long time, prayer is there that ma vidvishavahi, may we not have some acrimony or bitterness between us. Because all students will not be very pure-minded, surrendered, and very, giving. Egoistic students are there, passionate students are there, lusty student may be there, angry may be there. So all kind of students are there in the ashram. Ashram is not a place where all Ram and Krishna Bhagwan are sitting in this form. Only he is Vamdev, he is Shukdev, he is Vishwamitra. Vamdev becomes Bamdev. It is Vamdev. He आज bum फूटा है. He's so upset. Or he ran away from the ashram. So anything can happen. So his studies are disrupted. Before the course is over, he ran away. Or Upanishad we are not taught properly. You need a long-term association with the teacher. Long innings is required so that whatever knowledge he has, I could grasp that knowledge. I need a big help in this direction. Therefore, third point is, please note, first is effort, second is grasping Shakti, third is the healthy relationship. This is the third point. And what is the fourth point? Fourth point, please see. Then there is a knowledge involved. Fourth point is knowledge. Sana bhavatu. May the knowledge protect us. Sana bhavatu. Non-knowledge is there. All these things are the preparation to sit in the class and have the knowledge of the Brahman. Knowledge, jnanam is required. Now let us have the environment of, and therefore a lot of seva was emphasized. Seva is meant for emotional acclimatization, so that I can get into the heart of the teacher. And teacher can give his love. Therefore, informal relationships are very important in this path than the formal relationship. Both are important, but informal is more important. One-to-one is more important. Because you won't understand that somebody has loved me. And teacher won't be convinced that really this child has come, he really has also given something. So therefore, knowledge has taken place. Last, how much nice leg work is there in football team? Passing of the ball is very good, but it should end in a goal. Just because you are passing the ball very well doesn't mean you will hit the goal. Last point is goal should be there. You have very less time. So sahano bhunaktu. We should have benefit of the knowledge. We should enjoy the fruit of the knowledge. There is a big difference between having the knowledge and having the fruit of knowledge. And in between these two comes our own kam, krodh, vasanas. Hundreds and thousands of seekers you will know who have very good knowledge of Vedanta, but they didn't have fruit of knowledge. Fruit of knowledge is absence of shok and moh. Fruit of knowledge is absence of kam. Prajahati yada kaman, sarvan parth manogatan. Fruit of knowledge is adveshta sarvbhutanam. Maitra karunevcha. Yad rakhna, they are all Gyani Lakshan. That is Gyani Bhakt in 12th chapter. Who never adveshta sarvbhutanam, maitra karunevcha, nirmamo nirahankara. They are called Gyan Phal is there. Gyan Phal is there. So this is the 5 steps, 5 things which the Rishi has asked. Therefore, Sahana Bhavatu is a short prayer and this should be chanted at least before every Vedantic class. And I have seen teachers in other ashrams, they chant Sahana Bhavatu before every class. Because it covers a lot. It's a short but it's a very pregnant, meaningful prayer for studies. So we started with effort. Let us both put effort, put our wholesome, then retention, then the relationship should be sweeter and healthier. Then after that knowledge should be there and knowledge should convert into fruit of knowledge by meditation, by manan and dhyan. Convert the knowledge into Gyan Phalam. Tatra ko moha ka shokaha ekatvam anupashyata. So that completes the studies now. So much studies are there. So having all these combinations, because 6 kind of pratibandh, 5 kind of pratibandh, human, it is beyond human effort. Therefore I invoke the grace of God. And therefore don't take, when sometime I see, I am chanting and some people are flipping their copies like this. They think it's a redundant thing. I am chanting prayer. Om Gananam Tva. They don't know that Ganesh ji will get upset. Somebody is praising you and you are looking somebody else, somewhere else. And this happens in Gyan Yagya also. When a lot of people come, worldly people, they talk while the prayer. You may talk later on, but don't talk while praying is going on. It's a very serious business. That God will stop you from coming in the class also. So when the prayer is there, just leave copy, pen, everything. Let the copy be like this. Don't try to settle the copy. Let the copy be like this. Just stop everything. Close your eyes. And if you don't know chanting properly, please see the book and chant. Because Uddat, Anuddat is there. I have been chanting Om Shanno Mitra Shamvaruna. So don't close your eyes and chant. You please see the book, Mantra Bhushma. If you don't have, please get it from somebody. Shanno Mitra Shamvaruna Shanno Bhavat Varyama. See, Varyama Shanno Shanna. Earlier, more time, no was going up. Now, Shanna Indro Brahaspati. Shanno. Earlier, no was going out. Now, Shanno Vishnu Rurukramaha. So please see and chant. Today also I prefer to see and chant because one Uddat Anuddat will not write. Similarly, Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Tanavatu Sahaviryam. Yeah, we'll go. Karavavai. Don't say Karavavai. That this straight line is there. There is no dat there. It's not that rhythm every after one line of dat is coming. ऐसा नहीं है. Pray. You'll see a big difference. You will see the help of the God coming in so many ways. I hope this point I wanted to take when class is gone, but this is essential part which will decide how long you will continue, how intensely you will continue on this path. It will decide your relationship with your teacher. It will decide your retention power. It will decide your efforts. It will decide how much you are consistent and committed. Consistent, committed, continuous is 3 C's. How much you have in your life will be decided by your Ishwar's help. And therefore, I always say, not only pray part-time, but be in the prayerful mood whole day. So, that will make the God happy, and we will have the Gyan Phalam for which we have come in the ashram. We'll see more tomorrow. We'll enter into the text straight away now. Brahma Vidapnoti Param. We'll see it from tomorrow. Hari Om. Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.